As long as she can remember, Brenda Burton wanted to look and act like a man, and she had a good reason. Everywhere she looked, her female relatives were abused by men. So in her world, being a woman brought only one thing.
I saw so much pain when it came to men, because I'm looking at my mom's hurt, I'm looking at her pain, I'm looking at my aunt's pain, I'm looking at my sister's pain, and I just saw just pain.
It wasn't just relatives. Brenda's childhood and college years were filled with sexual abuse.
At the age of 3, I was molested by my female cousin. I was molested in college. I was raped in college. And I didn't love me. I had vowed that I would never let a man touch me, that I would never open my heart to a man.
She developed a tough personality and began to dress and act like a man.
I used to go out there and I learned how to work on a car. Everything that boys would do, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to clean up. I didn't learn makeup. I didn't learn how to put makeup on. I didn't know.
In her early 20s, Brenda began to desire women.
I used to love women, and I used to lust after them every day, all day. And I was like, I was born this way.
Brenda had multiple partners. Eventually, she settled down with a woman she thought she'd be with forever. But ultimately, her lover thought their relationship was wrong.
She knew God, but she had walked away from God. And she had told me, she said, God is never going to let me go. So she had came to the agreement. She said, look, I'm going to have to get out of here. I'm going to have to leave because God won't let me go.
And after the woman left, it forced Brenda to question what was right and what was wrong, and made her want to read the Bible. She heard a preacher on the radio speaking from Leviticus chapter 20.
It talks about if a man should lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, then they both have committed abomination and their blood shall be upon them. I was like, wait a minute. Because, I didn't think my lifestyle, I didn't think that was a sin. I thought, well, I'm in love with one woman at a time. Surely God doesn't hate this because I'm in love with just one woman. And when I saw those scriptures and I looked at it and it came to life and I was like, God, you trying to tell me this is a sin?
Brenda asked God to help her, but she wasn't sure God could do what she was asking.
Because I knew my desire. I knew what I wanted, and that was a woman. And then I said, God, if you can take the desires away, I'll serve you. And that's all he was waiting on was a yeah. Thank God for that.
As she read the Bible, she made a commitment to God.
I told God, whatever you want me to do. And I read those verses and I repented to God. I said, God, this is no longer me because I would have been dead. It's no longer me. It's no longer I. It's you, God. I live for you.
Brenda is the first to admit it was a struggle. Leaving her old lifestyle and habits was a step-by-step process.
Philippians 1:6. Being confident of this very thing, that he that begun a good work, it will perform it to the day of Jesus Christ. Because that in that verse, it tells me that God will, no matter what I do in this walk with him, no matter what I do, he's going to perform it.
It's been years since Brenda turned away from her lesbian lifestyle, and she's amazed by God's love for her.
When I realized that, hold up, God loves me. He loves me in spite of. That's what drew me to God, his love. I get so much energy when I minister, when I talk, or when I share my story about what God has done in my life, about the transformation that he took me from that caterpillar to the butterfly. Because I'm so grateful to God. I'm so grateful to God for what he's done, because I know I couldn't have done it.